Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Farming Simulator. We're here on a, well, I think it's a brand newly released version of Millennial Farmers Map. This is the PC version, not the other one, the cross-platform one, just for clarification. And I've made adjustments to our equipment and everything like that, just to kind of fit the way I like to play. And the benefit of this particular map is Millennial Farmer is a deer fan, big time. So we have taken advantage of that. I have not figured this out yet. Bonus cash, get to Skull Island, and here you will find the clue you will need to find the money. I will give you guys a hint. I've been over here. This is an island I cannot get to. And I'm pretty sure it involves this walkway, which is like a covered bridge. I've kind of been able to sneak a peek underground, as it were, not on purpose, just kind of happened. And it seems like right about here, there's a T. I just don't know which way it goes or where it goes to. And I think that's what it implies. If you guys happen to know, let me know. I haven't really explored everywhere on the map, but yeah. I have kind of explored over here, kind of glanced over here, and then obviously our own farm. But I may have even kind of glanced over here at this area. Didn't really find anything that kind of pinpointed as far as how to get into that tunnel. Maybe it's over here on this farm. But yeah. So I have switched out the Millennial Farm basic pickup truck that comes with the map to this beautiful high country Chevy. And my dog is growling at his bone he's chewing on. I don't know if it's frustrating him or what, but yeah. So we went with a black truck with orange accents, including the rims. If you don't like it, tough. It's kind of what I wanted to go with, something a little bit different, including the orange bow ties, as I'm getting stuck on the front. There, that's a good shot of that orange. I think it's fitting. Yeah, the orange rims may be a little much, but oh well. So we have some harvesting to do today. 2 fields of wheat. So these are the 2 ready to go. 23 is not ready yet, but that's what we start off with. I haven't bought anything extra, but as far as our fields go, that's what you start with. 16, 10, and 8. Or 1, 4, and 23 as far as the actual fields go, not the plots of land. Is that corn up there? Yeah, it is. 23 is corn. Sweet. So I have, because we're going to be dealing with this field right now, I have this one lovely setup for us. I do have that open. So we have a 8370 RT hauling this beautiful grain wagon, or auger wagon, or whatever you want to call it, that we have decked out in the John Deere scheme. That is, I believe this is available in the in-game mod hub. I could be wrong, but probably not. It's iconic. I thought I went with a different one, but I guess I did go with the iconic one. That one I'm almost certain is not in the in-game. Yeah. And yes, I do know and realize that I need to get a mower. I haven't done that yet, but yeah. So this is one of our 3 semi-trucks, the trailers that we're going with. I just had to get a 3rd one, and it is a Wilson trailer, so it works out. Plus it's John Deere scheme, because why not? And then of course this beautiful Peterbilt. Pierce Customs. I think that's not in the in-game mod hub. Sorry guys. You'll just have to search it up. That's P-I-E-R-C-E Customs, Pete 389. So, and we do have green going on it, because personally green is my favorite color along with orange. So green was my favorite before orange was. And that's just because of where I went to school. So, in this shed, we just have these 2 little trailers. I need to invest in a little bit better lawn care trailer, but this one I think is going to be fine for that. This is going to be more so for if we need to haul ATV or my pickup truck somewhere, but nothing too crazy. Oop, how about we, before that gets shut, where's that? So on this map, you do have to find... There we go. You do have to find the actual light switches on these outbuildings. And as you can see in there, we have our corn header, our 2 other semi-trucks, which... I love these windows, but the benefit with this is you can actually open it from the outside instead of having to go through any of the 3 doors in this shed. But for the lights, you do have to, and unfortunately my corn head is here in the way. You have to actually find the light switch. So we have 2 other Peterbilts. Yeah, this one's a 389. I honestly don't remember. No, this one's in Expendables. I don't think this one's in-game. This one I don't know either. I'm sorry, guys, but as far as these or these semi-trucks go, it's a little hard for me to remember. But this one is one of my more favorite ones. I prefer the ones that are like the flat top, not this type of roof, but like same height as the cab, flat top versions. But the one that this has ends like half the distance that I like, so. Interesting. Yeah, these 2 trailers that we have are the same identical ones. And they do have the Millennial Farmer logo on them. Just on the one side though. As far as one of our seeders or planters, I can never remember. 1775 NT. This is the 2022 version. And we have the N542C. That's a smaller air drill. I'm not a big fan of the tow behind, or where you have the 2 separate entities for seating. I can't use those very well. We may end up upgrading to one of those just to try it out a little bit more, but of course this should be our plow. John Deere 2410 plow. We have a disc here, disc arrow, because we are going to be doing a lot more corn type of material. And these discs will help chop up all that residue and such that we don't plow under when we don't need a plow. We do have just a simple cultivator as well. So let's get over top of here. Get those lights turned off. So because I do plan on collecting the corn residue, which, speaking of which, I need to get a baler. We do have these 2 trailers here to help with that. Then we have 2 field trailers. Both of them are Thunder Creek. There we go. FS22. This one has the basically is a bigger selection of tools and such for us to actually do maintenance on our vehicles out in the field. In addition to both of these do carry DEF and diesel. Well, farm diesel, we'll put it that way. So we are going to be able to get everything fueled up that way. And into the shop where we have all of our vehicles, and especially the one that we need to get out. So it's light enough that I'm not going to worry too much about turning on any lights. One thing I did find funny, which I don't know, I doubt it's a thing, but I think because... Oh, come on. Not the fact that I'm getting stuck on stairs. What? It's Millennial Farmer's hidden bedroom. With tractor pillow or harvester pillows at that. You know, little John Deere's over the moon type of deal for the header and bed sheets. Yeah. I just thought that was hilarious when I saw that. So we have basically the same vehicle, but two different attachments. This is our self-propelled spreader. So this one we can do fertilizer and lime. This one is for the liquid ones. So, and they have their respective screens in there as well. We do have a 7R 350 Gen 2 with the dualies on them, the thin dualies. I like those thin dualies. On any tractor, I think they look great. But our John Deere X9 1100 is going to be our harvester for the day. Well, for the time being. We do have an 8RX 410. This one has the row crop treads on it, as well as the additional tanks here on the back, because that is going to be used with our seeder over in the other barn. This is just a standard 8RX 410 treads, 3-point attachment and whatnot. Why do I have two different 8RXs? Well, why not? We do have a standard 8R here behind us, a 280. So this will be nice to work with. Of course, we have a Mack Anthem, a pretty blue one, hauling one of our dash trailers for chemicals and whatnot. And then we have another chemical trailer being hauled by this beautiful truck. It is a Dodge, but it's not a Dodge Ram. So this is just one of the old classic pickup trucks that I found at one point that I just can't seem to get away with or get away from. But anyway, like I said, we have a task to do today. Let's hop up on into here. I already have our header stationed out where we need it. It's a pretty dry morning. Didn't have any signs of any fog or high moisture overnight. And just taking a quick look through the fields, looks like everything is good to go. We do have a legacy header here that we're picking up. So let's get that folded up. One of the nice things about these legacy headers is they have the headlights there on the front. 3 of them, one in the middle, one on each end. And that does help when you're harvesting at night, so. Now we already did our checks. We have already greased everything, including what's on this header. So we are good to go. Let's make sure I have there we go. Like I said, I do want to collect the residue, because if anything, it gives us some more money. We are currently, once I got everything reset, you know, kind of more for what I was wanting, I reset our money back to $1,000, because that's what you start off with. So that's what I started, you know, reset it to, and that's just for my own sake of mine. You know, I'm not trying to cheat or anything. It's just more so me getting things set up the way I want it to for this particular map. Oh, one thing that I didn't mention to you guys in the last video that I realized when I was recording it is I'm not running seasons on. Well, I am running seasons, but I'm not. I'm not going to be following a seasonal. I think I've decided I'm not going to be running the seasonal growth calendar. I'm just going to go with the classic growth calendar, you know, growth setup. that Farming Sim has, which is, you know, every couple days type of deal that whatever you have planted will grow. At least for the time being, I think that's what we're going to have it set to until we can get a few more fields built up, buy a few more acres of land, and get it going a little bit better that way. So everything seems to be cutting just fine. Well, of course it is, it's a game, but RP reasons, yes, I like breaking the fourth wall. Deal with it. Everything seems to be fine. Don't seem to have too much loss off the header, which this is a brand new header. We've kind of dabbled with it a little bit. We looked at recommendations for our area with these types of headers, and we kind of have everything set kind of where we think we want them. With this being a smaller field, if I need to make changes before we go to the next field, we will do that. But I mean, I just dawned on me. I'm hoping that the header isn't too big for our auger. I mean, if it is, it is. But I don't think it is. I think we'll be fine. I went with the same length that, you know, a lot of these different pieces of equipment have recommendations as far as attachments and whatnot. I kind of took the information from that as far as length, and I kind of went with it that way. We are going to unload here. We're not quite all the way around, obviously, but figured we might as well. That actually works out just fine as far as length goes, so... Ooh, that's a big pile. Didn't think about that. So one of the things that I do like about this map is that the layout itself just seems to be very realistic, obviously. It's based off the Millennial Farmer map. But even though they couldn't quite do what was done previously and have the town be outside the bounds, it seems to be very well done. And I wasn't just cheating, I was actually going to the store, picking up the equipment and bringing it back. I mean, I very easily could have just done the shop delivery mod, which I have active. I have it active in everything, but whether or not I use it is a different story. But yeah, I thought about going that route, but I'm like, you know what, in order to kind of get a better idea and how the map looks, I wanted to go that route and taking a look at different things. And just the feel of the map itself, yeah, it might be a little bit smaller than what it actually is in real life. Honestly, it feels about the right size for what I like anyway. You guys may think differently, and that's fine. Yeah, our yield doesn't look the greatest by any means, but we didn't get a chance to do really anything with it before it decided to be ready for harvest, so we're kind of making do with what we got. And just like every field that is brand new to me, once we get the current crop off of it, I like to go through, apply lime, plow it in, and then it might be a little bit of a bad thing to do, but I do like to see about spreading something like manure or something like that on it, and then get that tilled in, and then worry about planting. Yeah, I do realize that, you know, if I spread a fertilizer like manure, and then I go to plant something like soybeans, yeah, the soybeans aren't going to like that. They like very low pH. I think it's pH? Maybe it's nitrogen? I don't remember. it's one of those things I always have to look at beforehand, because I think they don't mind the lime. I think it's just the fertilizer that they prefer that be low. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this field finished up. That's not going to take me long, with considering the size and how big this header is. But then we're going to make some adjustments to everything, the combine and header, if we feel we need to. But everything seems to be doing just fine. And I will catch up with you guys then. Alright, so we got that field completely harvested over there. Got it put into the silo. I'm just going through making sure everything's still fine with that being the first field and getting a little bit of time on this harvester for this season. Just making sure everything is in good order. So far I'm not seeing any crazy issues. Nothing popped up as far as on the monitors by any means. Okay, let's get that. Let's just double check the engine here. And yes, it is hot to the touch, so I gotta be careful where I put my hands. Everything looks good. Oil's in good shape. So, of course, up here, not seeing any signs of any wear and tear. Don't see any oil leaking or anything like that. I think that means we're good to go into this next field as soon as I get these panels dropped. Alright. Let's get in here. Get that door shut, thank you. Let's get out here into the field. And I think we're gonna call a video there, guys. Maybe. Want to see how this field looks. Yield looks to be, might be about the same as the other one. It's hard to say. But I'm gonna get the course play going. We'll do 2 headlands sharp. Do that. And anytime we're harvesting, headlands are always the first thing to go. Go ahead and get that generated. So basically what these do is if you happen to pull up to the harvester to unload it, it's going to stop to make it easy. If you're going to be doing it kind of like what I probably will be and just kind of letting it set, I got to make sure I bring that grain wagon down to the field so it can self-unload, which is this next one. Basically, it'll drive to the trailer that's either on the field or near the field. And then also unload on first headland. So, if turned off, the combine first creates a pocket before calling an unloader. So, yeah. Then, of course, straw swath. We could have it to where it won't do it on the headlands, but that doesn't bother me a bit. So let's tab through all of these. There it is. Just want to park this guy just off the field, side of the field up here. go ahead and turn that off. So if you guys haven't used Courseplay, a lot of times, almost every time that I've used it, when it comes to a corner like this and you have it set for sharp, it's going to cut out the secondary path, so that way it can swing its header around and still be able to get everything. So it kind of tries to make itself a little spot to be able to get everything and not have to run over things. But I like Courseplay. Some people may not like it. I do. But I think that's going to call the episode there, guys, for certain, because it looks like this field might be a little better, but not by much. So nothing too crazy to be concerned about. Hopefully next video that we do in this map, we'll be harvesting that corn. Maybe. We will see. So guys, as always, if you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video posted, not just like you here and there. If you made it this far in my video, guys, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you for joining us on this ride. I wasn't sure where I was going with that, but that's what I'm going to say. So, guys, as always, have a great rest of your week, and we will catch you next episode. So as always, take care. Peace.